Hey everybody, it's me, TheSilverInfernoZ, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play with a brand new layout. This will be my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Now before we actually do begin, I'm going to start off with something new. It's actually going to be an introduction for all the new people out there. Hi, I hold out my hand even though I have no webcam. Hi. My name, or at least the name that I go by on this channel, is Silver. My name in actual, without my YouTube channel, my name is Malik. Hi, nice to meet you. This YouTube channel, the YouTube channel that I decided to create 4 years ago, TheSilverInfernoZ, is made for Let's Plays. Now, it may not be the regular Let's Plays that you are familiar with. Like some Let's Players that you see on YouTube, they are Poketubers, or they only Let's Play Pokemon videos. Some of them only Let's Play 2K videos. I, however, I am an all-around Let's Player. Now, I know that a lot of people kind of don't understand this, but it's just the fact that I don't feel like I want to limit myself to just one series of games. You know, I love all type of games, except for scary games. You know, I don't fuck with those. But I like mostly all types of games, and if I like it, you know, I want to Let's Play it for you guys so that you guys can get the same experience that I have, whether it be blind or not. So, I'm loud. I sniffle throughout, or I sniffle, whatever you want to call it, throughout, or at least a lot of times throughout like 90% of my day, I do it because about like 90% of my life, I'm sick. And it sucks, but I mean, I don't know what to do. Okay, it's just that every time I hop on the mic and every time I hop on my computer, I'm sick. So it'll be something like that, you know. But I'm sorry, you know, I don't want to have like my nose dripping while I'm recording because that's just disgusting. Webcam or not, that's just disgusting. But I'm sorry that I am a disgusting disgusting person. So I'm loud. I'm sick all the time. I stutter just a little bit, but I try and mix it up for you guys so like nobody can catch it. But and you know, in hindsight, everybody catches me because I'm dumb, and I'm black, so I might say the N word a couple times. I might say Phoenix Wright's my nigga. Please don't get offended. But yeah, this is me. So we're actually going to begin, but before we do, I do want to say something. The graphics and everything, they were made by me. I don't know if I said that before, but if so, I'm sorry, but I'm saying it again. The graphics were made by me. This is something new that I want to try out, is having graphics. Maybe I'll do a face cam in later Let's Plays once I get like a nice working camera. But until then, this is what we're gonna have to stick with. And I'm sorry if sometimes the graphics aren't that good. I make the graphics. I'm not a graphics designer, but later on, I'm pretty sure I will try and get some graphic designers. You know, have to pay them and whatnot, because right now I don't have the funds to do that. So we gotta have to stick with what we have, and then we can increase with the new and latest stuff. So you know, we can actually present ourselves better. But yeah. We're actually going to start off on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is not my first time playing this game. I have played this game before, but trust me, that was about a month ago. So as you can see, our first episode is called The First Turnabout. We're actually going to do this now. So I hope you guys enjoy. And also another thing I would like to say is that this capture card, well, not capture card, this, the emulator, and this is really loud. Like it really is, but I hopefully we're gonna have to stick with it. But the what I was gonna say, the what's it called? The emulator, yeah. About like 80% of this Let's Play, the emulator will kind of jitter itself, and that's just for oh, I don't know why. Yeah, like that. You know, it kind of jittered itself. It kind of stopped and then sped up real quick. Hopefully, you guys do not think badly of me. And then you guys kind of saw it on the bottom screen. If you guys were paying attention, there was a little side of it missing. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that unless I make a completely new layout. So, and I don't want to do that because I'm not talented. So yeah, let's just begin. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. The District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons why I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to... Oh, shit. I want to help him out in any way that I can. I just really want to help him. I own that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper says it was you. So we're starting off right with a murder trial. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, whenever something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. By the way, if you couldn't tell, Phoenix Wright, ace attorney, you know, we're doing cases, we're defendant. So, this will be fun. What voice am I gonna have to judge? Matter of fact, do you guys remember, if you guys watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and I know I'm going back to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game right before we just canceled Rush of Destruction, but if you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, if you know Kagemaru, you know, the man who summoned the Sacred Beast, I think that'll be a good fit. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case.
So this game, you're really gonna have to pay attention. Of course, the man was Larry Butts. Mia Fey was the woman who, she's like our teacher. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name.
Ooh, I knew this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's hear your answer. Who's the victim of this case?
Now we're gonna act like we don't know what it is, so to access the court record, you're supposed to hit the R button, or you can just click it if you're on the emulator. You want to go to Cindy's autopsy report. Well, there you go. Her name's Cindy. So this is basically everything about it. We have our attorney badge and just the autopsy report. That's all we have so far. You can hit the right button again. You can go to the profile. So we have Mia Fey, Larry Butts, Cindy Stone, and Winston Payne. As you guys can probably tell, Mia Fey is the woman who's right next to us. She's helping us out. Larry Butts is the dude that's on trial. Cindy Stone probably is the girl because Winston Payne was the prosecutor against us. So, of course, the woman by, what's it called? Fuck it, I'm not in school right now. It's Cindy Stone, yeah. So not Cinderblock, but Cindy Stone. I don't know why they put Cinderblock. Just trying to be funny, but the victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of death.
She died because she was... If you didn't actually want to read the court record, if you did pay attention at the beginning, you can probably tell that she was hit by a blunt object. So, there's your answer. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, the question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what was that object?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
So anything that the court can accept into evidence, or anything that we kind of accept into evidence ourselves when we're out and about, gets put in the court record. The court record is where we kind of use our evidence to, you know, bring the people to justice. So, right. Be sure to pay attention during. Oh, whoa! I just put like a blank mind. Let me restart. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Like, if that didn't make sense already.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call his first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yo, he looks kinda happy to be up there, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Yo, that's kinda hard to say right off the bat, but... Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. Okay, that's just hard to say, just like right off the bat, but still. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. So we got the passport was added to the court record.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model but did not have large incomes. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? So you can either wait and see what happens or stop him from answering. Now, of course, if Mia says we should probably stop him, we gonna stop it. My client has no idea if the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Well, Larry, you have a strong mindset for death.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Honestly, bruh, if you try and lie in court, you might as well just not even go. So we're gonna have homie answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I win. Like, come on, like, if you really think about lying in court and then they know, like, there's no point. You might as well just get it all out the way.
Order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Oh, come on. Right when you said objection, the thing had a... No, whatever, it happens. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's not good.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspaper at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. French Salwitz to the stand. Now, you've seen this face before. Mr. Salwitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspaper, yes.
Mr. Salwitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Okay. Obviously, we've seen this man at the beginning with the cutscene. We know by facial expressions, well, not facial expressions, but by that beginning cutscene that he was the one who did it. But just because we know doesn't mean that everybody else will believe us. So what we have to do is pull it out of him. But first off, we got to listen to his testimony. So we're going to go and do that. The witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I
saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he might be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I qualled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawis used was one of those phones. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursual. So now we have the blackout added.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony and the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face.
Okay.
Touch the court record and point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Oh, this is where the fun begins. Our cross-examination. So we're actually going to go through this. He says I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Okay, that's fine. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Now then, before we actually do begin, I forgot to mention there's two buttons. There's the button that stands for our left key button, our left trigger, and which is press, and the right trigger, which is present. Now you can press them, which just means that you can kind of ask further questions, and we can maybe pull out some lies in them, or maybe make him change his statement a little bit, or we can present something if we know that we have it. If we present wrong evidence, or evidence that's not contradict what he said, we lose a question mark. We have 5 question marks. If we lose all 5, it's game over. So you actually have to think, alright? Let's continue. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Let's back it up. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. We're gonna press that. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes. I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? We got a reaction. Okay, you can actually press everything in this game if you want to. You may find something. Sometimes you won't. Luckily, I know exactly what's going on, but I'm about to walk you through it. So, I thought to call the police immediately, whatever. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Homeboy just said that he wasn't going inside. We're about to press it. The phone in her apartment wasn't working?
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right?
But you said you didn't go in the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? As you can see, we kind of got him out of it. So he says that he went to a nearby park and found a phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. There's nothing left. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record button. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that the contradiction is been presented. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go to present real quick. Let's go. So what we have is her autopsy report, the statute, the passport, and the blackout. We're gonna read these, starting with the autopsy, with the attorney badge. My bad. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. That's it. We really don't need this throughout most of our cases. Her autopsy report: she died at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. The cause of death was loss of blood due to blunt trauma. The statue, the shape of the finger is rather heavy. Passport: the victim apparently arrived from Paris at 7:30, on 7:30 on the day before the murder. And then the blackout: electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. That's basically it. I'm about to go find this thing because I really did forget what it was. Left the door half open. No. Then I saw her lying there dead. No. I called in fright and found myself unable to go inside. No. Thought I called the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. What time was it? I need to know the time. It was 1 p.m. We're gonna go to the blackout record. I'm gonna try and present it. Oh wait, no, we just turned that on. Okay, here we go. This evidence clearly reveals contradiction in the statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related?
They aren't they? Look at that. Because of what happened, we just lost the exclamation mark. So I don't think that won't be any points with the judge. Shit, I forgot. Let's think about this then. She said that her phone in her apartment wasn't working because it was cordless and yada yada. I don't get it. Wait, the time of death. There we go. I knew it was something. You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There's nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh god, that was ugly. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solwit, why were you so certain that you found the body after 1 p.m. or at 1 p.m.?
That's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.